What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, bringing you a brand new review today. And this is a boot I'm really excited about. These are my very own pair. Let's get into it and show you what they're all about. Alright guys, here we go. So brand new review for you. These are my boots. I am really excited about these boots. I've been wanting to try them since they came out. They are not brand new, put it that way. They've been out for a little while, and especially this colorway. But I have here the Man City colorway of the Puma One 5.1. Now we get a ton of Puma boots. We had 3 futures, if I'm not mistaken, just in 2019 alone. We had a couple of different versions of the Puma One. This is the 5.1, and the other thing with Puma is they kind of changed their name around. For a while they were going with the year, so 17.1, 18.1, 19.1, and then you get a 5.1. So instead of turning it to 20, for example, for 2020, they've just gone by the generation of the Stylo essentially. So this is the 5th gen of the Puma One, so hence the 5.1. So Man City colorway, we're gonna unbox it right here, we're gonna review it. So the first thing you do get this little card here, and it says, "We welcome a new city to the Puma family, a city where you must earn respect, work hard, and play with pride, blah, 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 blah." So you get the Puma card, obviously. You get a very nice string bag. It's kind of a hybrid between the two, between Adidas and Nike, because you get a pocket inside like Nike, but it's all perforated like Adidas, and honestly, it's a nicer material than the Adidas ones. Claim your city, you get a cool little decal right there. You get an extra set of laces in baby blue, obviously matching the Man City color. Let's get into the boots right away. There is the first look at the Puma One Man City colorway, and honestly I think it's a really good looking boot. It is quite sharp. It does say City on the medial side right there, as you can see. It's a really good looking boot from first glance. I'm not the biggest fan of completely blacked out boots, but this one does look good. There's just enough going on to make it interesting for me, and I do think it's a really good looking colorway. It's one that I actually really wanted. So we're gonna talk about the upper quickly first. It is made out of K leather in the toe box area and the medial side. It's this frameless design, so you have this frame underneath the leather to give it a bit of structure. You have this really unique material on the outside. I don't remember exactly what Puma's calling it, but it reminds me of the skeletal weave that Adidas is using. It's basically the same kind of synthetic system that they use here. So this is gonna offer you a ton of support on the outside when making hard cuts and changing direction, because this won't stretch at all. And then of course you have this evoknit sock material creating the upper part where the foot actually slides into the boot. So you have a lot going on, but I actually think they did a good job of combining these 3 materials together to give you a very solid upper. I've watched a few reviews on these myself, other reviews on YouTube, and a lot of people are saying that they've created a very nice seamless feel throughout the entire boot. Before, there was too much variation between the different materials, so you would have leather going on, then you'd have this synthetic feature, and then the evoknit, and they just didn't mesh well together. On this one, they've done a good job of using those 3 materials, but creating a very seamless feel. The sole plate has not changed at all. You do get this one-piece sole plate. It's basically a Puma, I'm gonna call it speed frame. You have the external heel counter with the studs put on the bottom, stiffener bars running through the medial side, and the studs are quite long. They are actually a little bit longer than I would expect them to be. You do get a combination of bladed studs right here and then conical ones in the other areas, and like I said, they're quite long. They're significant studs. That is pretty much the entire upper. We're gonna slip them on feet, and we'll talk about how these things fit and feel. From sliding the boot on for the very first time, it is exactly as I expected. They do feel very seamless throughout the entire design. In other words, you're not necessarily noticing the different materials making up the boot. They do feel very comfortable in that toe box area, giving you that nice leather feel, and then the evoknit sock is actually very nice. I really like that material where you slide your foot in. It gives you a nice place to lace the laces up, and it really does feel good on feet. The boot does feel very tight on feet, but not as tight as something like a speed boot, like a Mercurial or anything like that. So it's giving you this very modern, tight sensation, but it's very seamless across the entire foot. So there's no major differences in feeling in the heel, the midfoot, the forefoot. It's all very seamless. So nice and comfortable in the forefoot with that leather texture, but still very seamless and streamlined throughout the entire fit of the boot. I think a lot of different people will be able to fit in this one. Wide feet will be able to get at it just because of the leather elements, but they'll also fit narrow-footed players just because of that unique combination of the upper material. So if you are interested in a pair, go true to size. There's no doubt about that in my opinion. Puma have definitely sorted out their sizing. They definitely feel a little bit more consistent no matter what line you go with. So go true to size if you're interested in a pair for yourself. And that is pretty much it. I'm gonna send it back to the desk to wrap up the video. So there you have it, guys. There's a look at the Puma City Edition Puma One 5.1s. Again, my first review of this Puma boot, but one I've been interested in since the last generation, to be honest. I really do like the concept here. It reminds me of something similar to the Predator a little bit, but even more of the PrimeKnit 17.1. I had a pair of those, but I definitely think that this boot's done a better job of combining the upper materials and giving you a very solid feel on feet using the different materials. It's very modern. They're combining a bunch of different elements to create a very unique feeling boot. That is my review and on feet look at the Puma One 5.1. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button, do whatever it is you got to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. I want to see you back here for more videos, and I thank you for stopping by as always. Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'm signing off for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.